All right, happy Sunday. Welcome back to All In Football. I'm your co-host, Denzel Heavy Palmer. Ooh, it's been hot like grits, hot like fire, and we back for more. We got college football, CFL, and the NFL. But first things first, we've all been waiting for the big news update. This morning, I looked at my phone notification, and our guy from Penn State University, y'all already know we got some news coming for you. I got my guy, Big Dog. Take us away, baby. We got some stuff to talk about
Yeah,
today.
boy, it was official today that James Franklin has been fired from Penn State due to the. Did you know this was a record setting? This is something that hasn't been done in like 60, 70 years.
Yeah.
Team has lost when they were favored by more than 20 in both games and lost.
It's crazy.
Teams only had one win or no wins.
When I saw that score yesterday, it was jaw dropping.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, this.
And you lost your starting quarterback for the year.
Yeah, unfortunately. And I saw his latest tweet, his latest post on IG and everything. And he had a picture of Coach Franklin, and he had like the little peace, little praying, good luck sign. So a lot going on, and I don't even want to say Happy Valley. It's Sand Valley, but maybe Rejoicing Valley right now. So, yes, indeed.
Not happy at all. Well, you ready to get things started?
Man, I'm ready to get things rocking and rolling. I got so many mixed emotions right now, but you know what? We're going to keep it copacetic. We're going to keep it rocking and rolling, man. I'm super, super excited, baby.
All right. We're going to start off with the college football double reverse. Here we go. Friday. Number 24, South Florida went into North Texas for their homecoming. The North Texas team had the Mean Green had their all black and green uniforms on, but they got fouled. They were handling South Florida at first until
they had momentum, and I mean, I guess known as party crashers, they came and crashed the party and they ran that scoreboard up. Yes, they did.
2 seconds left to go. South Florida hit a touchdown to tie it at 21 at the half and never looked back. They went on some 40-something unanswered points as they win 63-36. Saturday. Number 1, Ohio State 34. Number 17, Illinois 16. Illinois could have hit a barn in a hay shack, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
could have hit nothing. Number 7, Indiana went into Eugene, Oregon, and beat Oregon. Man,
listen, they went into Austin Stadium, and we always know Oregon is. It almost reminds me of Penn State. They'll win a lot of games to us. It's time for a big game or like a championship game. And might I add, Indiana, I think they might be the real deal, bro. I really do.
And they do not play Michigan or Ohio State this year until the championship game. Hey, that final score was 30, Indiana 30, Oregon 20. Washington State went into number 4 Ole Miss and almost put another upset. But almost only happens in the horseshoes.
Yeah, Kiffin and company, they pulled away, and they're another streaky team too. They always mess up a big game, but so far so good. They got the win, and on to the next one.
24-21. Florida went into Texas A&M College Station, and they tried. They tried hard in the first half. That's all it was, the first half.
That's it.
Number 5, Texas A&M 34, Florida 17. And the Red River rivalry. You said if Texas didn't win this, it was over.
Yeah. Shocked the crap out of me.
Showed out and showed up.
I don't know if they brought the quarterback, Mateer, back too soon for injury for this big rivalry. I mean, I feel like Oklahoma, y'all don't really have too much to lose. It's more so Texas. But Texas just, I mean, they shut them out. It was a sloppy game, and the next thing you know, I mean, Arch Manning did not look too bad. Maybe this is a huge confidence boost, and I believe that coach can keep his job security for now. So we shall see.
That's Texas 23, number 6, Oklahoma 6. Number 8, Alabama went into the Show Me State, Missouri, and number 14, Missouri 27-24.
Yeah, definitely got outcoached. I see that confidence is back down in Alabama. I'm excited for those guys in Tuscaloosa, and since that Florida State game, those guys been rocking and rolling. You can just see the confidence and the poise that this team now has.
This is another team at number 9. Are they the real deal or not? The Texas Tech Red Raiders 42, Kansas 17.
Yeah, we shall see. That was a pretty good, solid Big 12 matchup. They played a not too strong of a Kansas State in a rebuilding time team. So we shall see how they transpire, as the season goes on. We getting ready to get to big boy football when the way this weather about to change. So I'm really excited, man.
Number 10, Georgia 20, Auburn 10. Did Georgia play the referees off or not?
Yeah, that controversial call. I mean, they had to have done something. I know they honored Cam Newton that night. I don't know if they had something against Cam Newton. Shout out to Cam, but we all were just sitting there scratching our heads like, is this what's really going on right now? So we shall see.
Number 11 LSU hosted South Carolina and beat South Carolina 20-10.
Yeah, it was an even game at first. I really want so much more for the Gamecocks, man, and Coach Beamer down there, but this is SEC football, and so like I said, as we get closer to December, November, we're going to see what teams really are the heavy hitters in that Southeast Conference.
Number 12 Tennessee 34, Arkansas 31.
Yeah, that was an expected win. Shout out to the Volunteers, man, for sure.
Virginia Tech 20, Georgia Tech 35.
And listen, the Tech Bowl, we all know that Virginia Tech has a huge weakness on that team. I know they got rid of their head coach and they won a few games, but I told people, I said, that's the force to be reckoned with. Do not sleep on them. I respected them last year, how they did my Canes last year. Georgia Tech is for real. Haynes King is that guy. He reminds me of a baby Josh Allen. The future is bright for the Yellow Jackets.
Number 15, Michigan winning in Los Angeles and got throttled by USC 31-13.
Yeah, so Michigan has been exposed this whole season. We know Underwood is still a freshman, hasn't made better decision making, but the future I think is still right for Michigan. But you know they've been skating by on these wins, so that's what happened on the other day.
Number 16, Notre Dame 36, North Carolina State 7. They said this ain't the ACC, buddy.
Yeah, welcome to South Bend. Again, I have high expectations for those guys to NC State. I'm glad they did take an L for ACC standing purposes, but the Fighting Irish, they're going to keep on fighting, man. We're going to see how it's going to go in these rankings when they shake up.
Number 18, BYU 33, Arizona 27 in 2 overtimes.
Crazy game, man. We're going to see, is Brigham Young the real deal? They're still one of the few undefeated teams in that top 25 poll, and we're going to see what they're going to do as we get closer towards that Big 12 championship.
Utah said, don't forget about us in the Big 12. We're the class that we're predicted to win the Big 12, and they throttled Arizona State 42-10.
Yeah, I was shocked. I know they had another quarterback in, but the way they just manhandled those guys on the line of scrimmage, very disciplined. I mean, as we call it, BTA, baby. They made a huge statement.
Number 22, Iowa State went into Colorado and got the field stampede at the Colorado Buffaloes, and Deion Sanders 24-17 over Iowa State.
Man, it's not about Coach Brown. All he has going on, that was a much-needed win over a ranked opponent. And one like the UVA field rush, that's probably the greatest field rush of my time. But they definitely rushed the field as they should have, despite the $50,000 fine. Go Bucks. That was a huge win for those guys.
And Pittsburgh upset Florida State. Number 25, Florida State 34-31.
No, I told y'all they're frauds, baby. They are frauds, man. University of Pitt, another powerful school in the ACC. They made a huge statement. Mike Norvell, I think his job is going to be on the line as well. Might not be as soon as James Franklin, but it's trouble in Tallahassee for sure. All right, y'all, stay tuned for more. Listen, y'all heard all the news and the craziness that's going on in college football. We got a whole lot more coming. Again, not only do we have concerns about job security, but let's get some player security. That transfer report is going to hit. Stay tuned for more, y'all. We'll be right back. All right. Welcome back to All In Football. It is your guy, Denzel Heavy Palmer, my guy, Big Dog. We going back to the college football, you all. Again, they're going to shake up those rankings. And I got that transfer portal getting real heavy. I even heard some kid retired in college football already. But guess what? Back to Big Dog. Take it away.
Who you got? Louisville goes into the U to play Miami on ESPN Friday. Who you got?
Hey, it's going to be a competitive game. These guys are coming off of a second bye week, so I expect the Canes to pull it away, but they're going to make it an interesting game in Louisville. They have something to prove. You got the Canes.
Number 25, Nebraska, goes into Minnesota on Fox at 8 o'clock.
Can't wait for that matchup. It's going to be nice and cold out there for the Golden Gophers, but I got Nebraska pulling away by a needle.
All right. Saturday at noon on ABC. Number 10, LSU goes into Nashville to play number 17 Vanderbilt. Who you got?
Ooh, I got, you know what? It's crazy. I like what LSU is doing right now, but I think Vanderbilt has something to prove after they lost to Alabama. So I got Vandy. I got the Commodores coming out with this one.
Number 12, Georgia Tech goes into Durham, North Carolina, and play Duke on ESPN at noon.
Oh man, listen, Georgia Tech is hot. Listen, they're gonna take care of business against those Blue Devils, man. Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets for sure.
Number 14, Oklahoma goes into Columbia, South Carolina, plays South Carolina at 12:45 on the SEC network.
Hey, both teams have something to prove. The way they lost in that Red River rivalry, they definitely need to win this game. But Beamer, baby Beamer, they need to win this game. I actually have South Carolina winning this by a field goal.
Number 1, Ohio State plays Wisconsin and Madison at 3:30 on CBS. I do not know why Wisconsin is constantly on TV. They're not that good of a team. Go ahead.
Now, I think it's based on the history of the school and everything. Powerful Big Ten school, great academically, pretty good athletically. But I got those guys, Buckeye Nation, taking over Wisconsin cheese, baby.
Michigan State goes into Bloomington, Indiana, play Indiana on Peacock at 3:30. Who you got?
Oh man, Bloomington, Indiana, Hoosiers, baby. They're gonna take over. Those guys are for real. They made a huge statement when they beat Oregon, so watch out.
Number 4, Texas A&M goes into Arkansas at 3:30 on ESPN. Who you got?
Hey man, it's not gonna be nowhere near as loud as Kyle Field, known as a 12-member Texas A&M, but I got them going to Arkansas to take over Aggies.
In the first game of the day, number 5, Ole Miss goes to Athens, Georgia to play the Georgia Bulldogs at 3:30 on ABC.
This is the one. We're getting a slight preview of a possible SEC championship game or fighting for that spot to play in the SEC championship game. I have Georgia winning, but not because of the referees. I got Coach beating Kiffin.
Number 7, Texas Tech goes into Arizona State on Fox at 4 p.m. Who you got?
Man, after we saw how they got demolished by Utah, I'm definitely going with Texas for sure.
Number 22, Memphis, undefeated Memphis, going to Alabama Birmingham on ESPN2 at 4 o'clock.
I know it's not LSU. Go Tigers. I got the Memphis Tigers taking that one.
Number 8, Oregon goes into New Jersey to play Rutgers at 6:30 on the Big Ten Network.
That's gonna be definitely a pretty good, easy matchup for them. I got the Oregon Ducks coming back to try to regain some momentum and composure.
The Washington State Cougars going to Virginia to play the Virginia Wahoos Cavaliers on the CW Network at 6:30.
Man, listen, Cougars versus Cavs. Man, the Cavs are hot. Tony Elliott is really leading those guys in a positive direction. I got UVA, who is much more disciplined, especially in the run game, taking that one over.
Number 121 Texas goes into Kentucky and play on ESPN at 7 o'clock.
Oh yeah, I got Arch Manning at least going for at least over 310 yards. They'll take care of those Wildcats for sure. I got Texas.
Number 11 Tennessee goes into Alabama. Number 6 Alabama at 8 on ABC at 7:30.
Oh, one of the greatest rivalries down in the SEC, that Tennessee-Alabama game. But I got Alabama and Zay Horton. Ryan Williams going to take over as the receivers, leading in receptions and yards and touchdowns. I got Alabama.
Number 20 USC goes into Notre Dame, South Bend, Notre Dame. Number 13 Notre Dame on NBC and Peacock at 7:30.
Battle of the Shalala Trophy. Great rivalry. I have USC upsetting Notre Dame.
All right. FAU goes into number 19 South Florida at 7:30 on ESPNU. Who you got?
Hey, man, it's something about South Florida right now. They can take care of the Canes, man. I got South Florida taking care of Florida Atlantic.
Number 16 Missouri goes into Auburn on the SEC Network at 7:45.
War Eagle, they have another home game against Mizzou, not Georgia. I know they took an L the other day, but I actually have Mizzou taking care of business.
The Holy War, number 23 Utah goes into Brigham Young, BYU on Fox at 8 o'clock.
Once again, we're getting a taste of a slight preview for someone fighting for that Big 12 championship. If not going head-to-head, I actually have Utah and that physicality coming in to give BYU their first loss of the season.
Number 24 Cincinnati goes into Oklahoma State on ESPN2.
Oh, that's easy. Bearcats all the way. Oklahoma State's in the rebuilding process.
Now to the CFL.
Here we go. Let's go to Canada, baby.
CFL, week 19, right now. The Toronto Argonauts winning the Saskatchewan and lost 27-19.
Close game. Craziness is... It was a very close game. They got out coached and got outplayed, and I mean, you got to be able to finish those games.
The Calgary Stampede blew out the Hamilton Ticats 37-20.
37-20. The game was kind of close going back and forth, but they pulled away and got a 17-point win lead. So shout out to those guys.
The Edmonton Elks are scratching and clawing to try to get that last playoff spot as they beat the Winnipeg Blue Bombers 25-20.
Hey, you said they're scratching their clawing trying to get that last spot. I think they'll get that last spot. They got to keep getting those dubs. Congrats to those guys.
Then the Ottawa Redbacks on Montreal Alouettes will be at the bottom of your screen. Now, week 20 of the CFL. The Saskatchewan Roughriders take on the Winnipeg Blue Bombers Friday night at 8 o'clock.
Craziness. You're going to laugh at this one. I got the Blue Bombers on this one.
The Edmonton Elks take on the BC Lions at 10:30 on Friday night.
I got the Elks. Close game.
The Montreal Alouettes in a rematch from Monday take on the Ottawa Redbacks in Ottawa at 3 o'clock on Saturday.
They got something to prove. I love that they're having a back-to-back rematch. I got the Redbacks.
And the Toronto Argonauts take on the Calgary Stampede at 7 p.m.
All right, I'm going with the Stampede to find a way. It's going to be a close game. I got Stampede taking over that one for sure. Big time. All right.
Now to the NFL. This morning, let's start on Thursday. The New York Giants 34, the Philadelphia Eagles 17.
Shocking the world, especially where those guys just came off of a surprisingly loss to the New Orleans Saints. NFC East rivalry game in a good environment. And I mean, again, we said that we heard some things going on in the locker room in Philadelphia, and Jackson Dart and Scatterboo took over and got the dub. Craziness.
Sure did. The Denver Broncos and the New York Jets played in London this morning, and the Broncos prevailed 13-11.
Broncos prevailed. As much as I want to see Aaron Glenn just prosper, some folks say he should have stayed in Detroit. Maybe giving it one more year before he wanted to be a head coach. It's different being a head coach. They suffered another loss, and I mean, right now, he's definitely on the hot seat in his first year.
Let's go to commercial break, Heavy, and we'll come back with the rest of the scores and who you got from the NFL.
All right, you all. Again, we got some job security issues in a lot of football, not just at the collegiate level, the NFL, the big dog level as well. Stay tuned for more. We are super excited. We got who you got coming up. Me and Big Dog. Commercial time. Take us away, baby. All right, welcome back to All In Football. We getting back to the nitty-gritty of things, man. We want to see the bold predictions of who we have. Again, it's Heavy and my man Big Dog. It's your time, brother.
The Cleveland Browns 9, the Pittsburgh Steelers and Aaron Rodgers, that bad man 23.
Yeah, AFC North battle. It was a little scruffy in the beginning. Dylan Gabriel had a start. I'm getting a little confident that eventually we'll see a piece of Shedeur Sanders. We shall see.
The LA Chargers 29, the Miami Dolphins 27.
Hey, you know what's crazy? That game was closer than what I thought. They just got a guy from the Ravens, Odafe Oweh, who got his first sack in a different system. Though coached by another brother, but hey, they found a way to pull it off, and Miami didn't look too bad today.
The fighting New England Patriots, Mike Vrabel's 25, the New Orleans Saints 19.
Listen, I remember seeing the pregame last week of Stephon Diggs getting those guys fired up against Buffalo. Watch out. They're a sleeper. Watch out for the Patriots, man.
Yeah. The LA Rams 17, the Baltimore Ravens 3, no Lamar Jackson.
No Lamar Jackson, and believe it or not, the defense did not look too bad. I don't want to give away too much, but I mean, the play calling is just piss poor in Baltimore. It's trouble in Charm City, big time.
4 weeks in a row, you lose in the last 2 minutes. The Arizona Cardinals 27, the Indianapolis Colts 31.
I mean, we say this every year. They start off hot with or without Kyler Murray. Marvin Harrison Jr. went back to his dad's old stomping grounds, got injured or whatnot. Wilson was injured. I mean, they fell short. Those guys are for real. Shout out to Tyler Warren from out of Virginia, by the way.
Seattle Seahawks 20, the Jacksonville Jaguars 12.
Hey, listen, are we really seeing what Duval is really about? They come off of a huge win last week against a rebuilding but not forgotten Kansas City team. And I mean, they still have playoff hopes right behind the Colts, but we shall see.
Cowboys 27, the Carolina Panthers 30.
It shocked me, but you know what though? Carolina, they had good ball control. They ran that clock and they come out with the victory. Carolina's an interesting team. They'll lose to raggedy teams, but they somehow beat like legit teams. But shout out to the Panthers, man.
Yeah, that's true. Due to time restraints and NFL rules and regulations, the Titans and the Raiders will be at the bottom of your screen. The 49ers and the Buccaneers also at the bottom of your screen. And the Bengals and the Packers at the bottom of your screen. And don't forget the doubleheader on Monday night. The Bills and the Falcons at
2
7.
games, baby.
And the Bears and the Commanders at the bottom of your screen. Now to next week's action heavy. Thursday. The Pittsburgh Steelers go into Cincinnati and in the jungle. Play the Cincinnati Bengals. Who you got?
Oh, man, listen. Pittsburgh, I hate to even say this. Pittsburgh, they're freaking high. I got them winning the division. They're going to take over the jungle easily.
The LA Hollywood Randy Donut Rams go into London to play the Duval County Jacksonville Jaguars at 9:30 on NFL Network. Who you got?
Hey, man, a different time zone. Hopefully, they don't have too much jet lag to prepare. I also hear that the Rams are actually staying in Baltimore, Maryland, so that way they have to travel back and forth across America to get to London. I have the Rams pulling out this one in Jacksonville. I'm not going to say they're going to be in trouble, but I got the Rams winning this one for sure.
The Kansas City Chiefs host the Raiders at 1 o'clock on CBS. Who you got?
Those are always a hard-hitting game. I got Max Crosby at least getting 3 sacks, but I have Mahomes and company pulling away with this one.
Miami Dolphins play the Cleveland Browns on CBS at 1 o'clock.
That's going to be an interesting game. Not sure how many people going to watch that game, but you know something crazy? I actually got the Dolphins beating the Browns. We might see Shedeur Sanders. Stay tuned.
The Patriots play the Titans on CBS at 1 o'clock.
Vrabel's visiting his old stomping grounds, Nashville. But guess what, though? He has something to prove. Coach Mike Vrabel and company going to pull away with this one.
The Carolina Panthers play the New York Jets on Fox at 1 o'clock. Who you got?
Oh, my God. Craziness. You know, I want the Jets to win. And you know what? They're going to pull off a crazy win to get their first win of the game. I got the Jets.
The New Orleans Saints play the Chicago Bears on Fox at 1 o'clock.
Oh, man. You know, I got, for this game, I have Caleb Williams coming for Chicago winning that game.
The Eagles visit clap, skull, clap, skull, clap, skull. The Minnesota Vikings host the Philadelphia Eagles at 1 o'clock on Fox.
Hey, I think we'll see a better defense from Philadelphia. Hopefully they get A.J. Brown, more targets to get him more involved. There's been a lot of speculation in that locker room again, but I got Philadelphia coming out on top over Minnesota.
The Colts visit the L.A. Chargers in the SoFi Carport on CBS at 4:05.
Are we seeing a potential AFC playoff game? It's going to be physical, hard-hitting, man. Those guys, the Colts are hot. But you know what? I got the other Harbaugh brother getting the victory.
The New York G-Men take on the Denver Broncos on that puff pass from Sean Payton at 4:05 on CBS.
Man, this is going to be a really, really, really good game, man. We're going to see what Jackson Dart is really made of playing against the AFC team. But I actually have the Broncos winning.
The Green Bay Packers travel to that spaceship in the desert to play the Arizona Cardinals at 4:25 on Fox.
Oh, man. Listen, I got Green Bay coming in to take care of business. Arizona's dealing with a lot of injuries. I think we're seeing what Arizona normally does later in football.
The Washington Commanders go to Dallas to play the Dallas Cowboys on Fox at 4:25.
Cowboys and Indians, man, this is gonna be a pretty good game. You know, these games are always hyped up and amped up no matter what the records are. And believe it or not, I actually have Dallas winning this first matchup. I do.
Disagree with that, but all right. Hey, the Atlanta Falcons travel to San Francisco to play the 49ers on NBC Sunday Night Football. Who you got?
Battle of the Red, but I got the 49ers coming out on top. They're going to demolish those guys. See, the one thing I like about San Francisco, these guys that can figure it out, whether they have injuries or no injuries. These guys always find a way.
And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play the Detroit Lions on Monday night on ABC at 7 o'clock.
Here's the question. Are we seeing another potential NFC championship game or NFC playoff game? But I got Detroit taking over. That dynamic duo, the running back position, I got the Lions for sure.
And the Houston Texans take on the Seattle Seahawks at 10 o'clock on ESPN.
Hey, man, those guys just coming off a huge win against Baltimore. I actually have them winning this game too, CJ Stroud and company.
News and notes from the clipboard. Warner's lost with the injury during the game.
Yeah, prayers up. We shall see. Again, A lot of teams are getting plagued by injuries, and next man up.
Glenn defends Justin Fields despite minus 10 yards passing. First time in like 30 years.
Craziness, but what coach would not defend his players? But there has to be some changes taking place.
Coach Richardson, oblique fracture from mishap before the game.
Craziness. Reminds me of the old KD injury he had during shoot around. Prayers up to Richardson. He can never stay healthy.
Sanchez book in jail says focus on recovery.
Yeah, that headline was so misleading. I mean, we didn't know he was going to get charged too, but I mean, life happens. Prayers up to Sanchez and his recovery, also to the other gentleman as well.
Arizona Cardinals wide receiver Harrison suffers concussion.
Suffers concussion. You know, he's been dealing with dropping passes this year. He has a lot going on mentally. And I mean, just the name itself speaks for it. He has it up to his dad's expectations, so we shall see.
And from news from the UFL, you know, we got new teams in the UFL.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go with the new teams in the UFL.
Expansion. I love it.
Yeah. The same teams are Birmingham Stallions, but the Columbus Aviators used to be the Memphis Showboats. The Dallas Renegades used to be the Arlington Renegades. The DC Defenders are still the DC Defenders. St. Louis Battlehawks are still the St. Louis Battlehawks. The Orlando Storm used to be, I want to say, it ain't Memphis. It was one of those teams anyway. And the Louisville Kings used to be the Michigan Panthers.
Was it St. Louis? I know St. Louis had a team.
Yeah, I got Battlehawks. They're still there. And the Houston Gamblers are no longer the Roughnecks. They're now back to the Gamblers again. Take us home.
All right, y'all. You heard the details we have, man. Listen, the job security is real. I don't see a lot of changes taking place for certain teams, but believe it or not, teams can still turn it around. It's called one game at a time for a reason. So just stay tuned for more. We are super excited as we're getting now to the nitty-gritty of things. Believe it or not, we're halfway through the month of October. Then November, then we got some holiday ball coming up, man. Stay tuned for more. Love y'all. Be safe. Peace out. All in football. It's your boy D Heavy. Peace.